March 1922, a youth wing of the National Socialist German Workers' Party was formed. In July 1926, this became the Hitler Youth. At the time of the seizure of power in January 1933, there were around 108,000 members. That is really a lot for the youth wing of a political party. Baldur von Schirach, who had been appointed by Hitler on the 17th of June 1933 as youth leader of the German Reich, introduced a weekly National Youth Day. This was held on Saturdays, and youngsters who were in the Nazi youth organizations were exempted from schooling in order to do their bit for the Führer. This had the additional side effect of putting peer pressure on non-members to join up. And after all, let's face it, running around the countryside sounds much more exciting than school lessons. On the 1st December 1936, the law on the Hitler Youth was enacted, which made it, alongside family and school, the only educational institutions for all young people in Germany over the age of 10. There were separate organizations for boys and girls. On the 20th of April, after their 10th birthday, boys joined the Deutsches Jungvolk, and at 14 they went into the Hitler Youth. As there was nowhere else to go, the Hitler Youth grew to 7 million people by 1939. Compulsory youth service was introduced on the 25th of March 1939. 10-year-olds were obliged to join, and their guardians were legally responsible for their attendance. Even people who were half Jewish or half Gypsy had to attend. This requirement, however, was dropped in 1941. Activities in the Hitler Youth were mainly very similar to what one would expect in the Scouts or similar organisations. There was a lot of sport, walks in the countryside, singing, camping. The object was to bond the youth together. 90% of the songs in the Hitler Youth songbook came from the pre-National Socialist youth organisations. However, there was also political indoctrination, and those which were the most indoctrinated ended up in units like the Waffen-SS division Hitlerjugend, which fought desperately against overwhelming odds in Normandy in the summer of 1944.